Live from Palmasola Park in Bradenton, Florida, the Skeeters take on the Circus. First pitch from Presley Downing. Misses low, ball one. The Manatee Skeeters enter this game 1-5. The Sarasota Circus 0-6. So two teams looking to turn their summers around as they clash on this Saturday afternoon. Hello, everybody. I'm Lance Williams. As the 1-0 is a swing and a bat throw. Big-time strike. Batting order for the Skeeters, coached by Morgan Kostler. After Lila Tidball, the leadoff hitter, it's Olivia Artanis, the DP. Batting third, KB Bradshaw in left. Hitting cleanup, Juliet Tomolsky in right. Hitting fifth, Paige Bashati, the extra hitter. In the sixth spot, Sydney Tosatarski in center. Batting seventh, Emma George, the catcher. In the eighth hole, Tegan Riley at third. Batting ninth, Izzy Henderson at first base. And riding at the order with the Skeeters, sending 10 to the plate. It is the second baseman, Marissa Martinez. 2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff hitter, Lila Tidball, out of Florida Southern in Lakeland. Only appeared in 9 games as a freshman. 2-1 on its way, and there's a swinging strike 2. Presley Downing out of Oklahoma State. Her 2-2 pitch, foul tipped into the mitt. Leadoff batter struck out. That brings up Olivia Artanis, the DP. Downing, the freshman, pitches home, and it flicks outside. Downing making just her second appearance. In her first appearance, no decision, 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. So Coach Claire Ginder looking for another good start as that ball batted foul. But it hits a truck. Slap hitting Artanis lays off. Downing this past spring, a 5.10 ERA, 4-1 record in 18 appearances, 11 starts, 35 2/3 innings. Allowed 26 earned runs, walked 8, struck out 19. As this ball rolled into the glove of the shortstop off a couple bounces to first base in time. The defense for the Circus, the Richards in left, Smith in center, Hamilton in right. Third base Prim, shortstop Noel, second base Davis, first base Carter, behind the dish catching for her battery mate Presley Downing. It is the catcher Ashlyn Bunn. 2 gone now in the top of the first. The pitch to KB Bradshaw. Kendall watches one dip low. Downing, part of an Oklahoma State Cowgirls pitching staff that ranked 5th in the Big 12 in team ERA at 3.44. So there's a swing. Bradshaw from App State in the Sun Belt. .5'4", now senior. Takes strike 2 on the outer corner. One-two pitch. Backwards into the fence. Another defensive hack by Bradshaw. She was a fantastic addition from the portal out of the JUCO ranks for the Mountaineers. Hit 306. Started in 39 of the 46 games she played. Also hit 7 home runs. Came over from Gaston College. The 1-2. Evens the count. Downing searching for a 1-2-3 first. Pitch on its way. Bradshaw pounds it high out to left center and gone. A 2-out home run off the bat of KB Bradshaw has the Skeeters in front 1-0. She was timing it up with all those fouled off pitches and mashed it over the fence. Big swing by KB Bradshaw. That brings up Julia Temolsky, the right fielder. First home run of the summer for Bradshaw. She becomes the 4th Skeeter to leave the yard, including Julia Temolsky, who's at the plate. She has a home run. Also in that company, Annalisa Weinbarger and Addison Fry. That pitch is low. It's a Skeeters team that is hitting 224 as a unit entering this game, but they do have some power when they connect. Swinging strike 2. Temolsky out of Elon University. Hopped behind the plate, leaves the yard. The pitch. Another emergency swing by Temolsky, the Tampa native. Attended Calvary Christian High School in Clearwater. The pitch. Swing and a ball golfed above the second baseman's head. Davis makes the catch to retire the side. Skeeters score 1 run thanks to a 2-out, 2-strike home run off the bat of KB Bradshaw. They're up 1-0 as we go to the home half of the first inning. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Skeeters thanks to the KB Bradshaw home run. Here's Abby Turnpaw, the pitcher. Her first pitch is outside to the leadoff batter, Madison Prim, who plays third base. Batting second, Ashlyn Bunn, the catcher. In the 3 spot, Mia Richards in left. Batting cleanup for the Circus, Britt Davis at second base. The pitcher, Presley Downing, in the 5-hole. As that ball flies high in the sky in foul territory and caught by the third baseman. 1 out, bottom of the first. Hitting 6th for Sarasota, J.C. Hamilton in right. Batting 7th, Ella Carter at first base. In the 8-hole is Avery Noel, the shortstop. Batting 9th, Emmy Cardenas, the extra hitter. And rounding at the order for the Circus, coached by Claire Gendritz, Sheena Smith in center. Bunn takes one outside. Bunn, one of the 9 Winthrop Eagles here in the FGCL this summer. Winthrop players on both ends. Swing and a miss. The 1-2 from Turnpaw evens the count. Turnpaw out of Manhattan University. This ball right past the originator. Base hit. Got it through the circle. Now it's Mia Richards, the left fielder. In the transfer portal after time at Texas Tech. Has 4 years left. She smashes one high in foul territory. The third baseman presses up against the fence. Not enough room. The Skeeters starter Turnpaw making her 6th appearance of the summer. Entering this game 13 2/3 innings, an 0-1 record, 11 earned runs, 19 hits, 12 walks to 6 strikeouts. As that pitch loops outside. Rather, correction, Mia Richards has committed to Texas El Paso. So congrats to her on making that decision. The 5 Tech players who hit the portal. As this ball rolls to the shortstop, Tidball gloves it. High throw out of the glove of Henderson's glove. And the runner, Bunn, gets to third base. Runners on the corners after that play. So an error by the shortstop pulled Henderson off the bag. She was not able to control. Here's Britt Davis. She takes a swing and launches one into the parking lot. Davis, one of 2 Lenore Ryan players in the transfer portal on this Circus team, the other being Madison Prim. Runner goes off to second, throw by the catcher, cut off by Tidball, the shortstop. No play attempted by the runner at third base, Bunn, but it's now 2 in scoring position following the stolen base. Big hack there. Davis just 10 at-bats across 2 seasons with the Bears. 2 for 10. Saw action in 11 games. The 1-2. Drops outside and low. Foul tipped into the glove. Strikeout for Abby Turnpaw. So here is the starting pitcher for the Sarasota Circus, Presley Downing. She rolls one foul. Downing did not have an at-bat in her freshman season. It's hard to get in that order that hit 68 home runs, 85 doubles. She pulls one down the left field line, foul. Two. Cat runs full. Bunn at third base, Richards at second. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. It's a 1-0 Skeeters lead as this one eaten up by the second baseman Martinez and rifled to first to retire the side. Circus with the 2 in scoring position off a hit and an error, but they fail to bring either home. 1-0 Manatee through 1. Top of the second, Manatee sends Paige Bashati, Sydney Totarski, and Emma George to the plate. Presley Downing allowed the solo shot off the bat of KB Bradshaw in the first inning. But besides that, has retired the other three that she's faced. One by way of a strikeout. So it's a first pitch ball to Bashati, the extra hitter. The Ohio Northern freshman takes ball two. Big hack that time. Bashati out of Royal Oak, Michigan, a suburb of Detroit. She has a 3-1 count. She's down on strikes. The leadoff batter retired. That brings up Sydney Totarski, the center fielder. Totarski in the transfer portal. Scoops one above the first baseman's head. She has to readjust, and she catches the first pitch. That is a pop out. 2 outs now in the top of the second. That's where the damage came in for the Skeeters in the top of the first with a 2-out, 2-strike home run. It's now Emma George. The Eastern Florida State College graduate takes ball one. Last 2 years with the Titans in the Citrus Conference and the FCSAA at the JUCO level. Two one comes in to Emma George. She chases. Break-even pitch to George. And she's left looking. Watches a third strike that ends the inning. It's a 1-2-3 top of the second for the pitcher Presley Downing. And the Circus return to the plate down 1-0. Bottom of the second, 6-7-8 due up for the Circus. It's J.C. Hamilton, the leadoff batter, starting right fielder for Sarasota. She launches the first pitch to shallow left. No man's land, it drops, and she has a flare shot single. Good start to the inning for the Circus. Tying run at first base. Here's Ella Carter, the first baseman. Carter takes a strike. Carter, a New York City native, started her career at Indiana. Transferred to Miami, Ohio. It is back in the portal again after her third season of collegiate softball. About a 300 hitter for the Red Hawks over the last 2 years. Hit 10 home runs in 2025, so someone's getting a very productive hitter. First walk handed out by Abby Turnpaw. Mentioned that had been an issue for her in some of her previous outings. Avery Noel, the shortstop, is up. Freshman from Liberty. That ball skips in the dirt. Ball one. Two balls, one strike. Sarasota had two base runners in scoring position in the previous inning thanks to a hit and an error, but failed to bring either home. The Liberty Flame at the plate. She swings, drills it up the middle, base knock. Hamilton stops at third base as the throw launched back home by Totarski. Noel, a base knock, juices the bases with nobody out. Great throw by Totarski to get it back. As Emma George, the catcher, barking out orders to her defense. It's the 9-hole hitter, Emmy Cardenas from Winthrop. That ball sent into orbit, foul, strike one. That ball gets past George. Coming in to score Hamilton. She slides in. This game is tied. Another pitch in the dirt. Next pitch to Cardenas, the two-way player. That squirms away from George, and another run to the counting dish. Carter is in. It's 2-1 Circus. That pitch also gets past the catcher, and wow. The base is now clear after 3 straight poor conversions between the battery mates. 3-1. Three wild pitches score 3 runs on 3 straight pitches. Abby Turnpaw in the circle for the Skeeters. It's a 3-1 count to Cardenas. Let's see if she swings here after what she just saw. She in fact holds off. It's strike 2. No outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the second after the first 3 reached and scored. And it's a second walk in the frame. Cardenas on base with the free pass. It is Cena Smith, the center fielder. Courtesy runner at first base, that is Kinsley Peak. As that ball pulled foul. Cena Smith, outfielder from Ohio University. Turnpaw misses that time. The 1-1. Pulled backwards foul. Still no outs yet in the bottom of the second. An inning where the Circus have scored 3 to take the lead. As Abby Turnpaw dancing around the strike zone. Payoff pitch. Ball 4. The first 5 have reached safely. That brings us back to the top of the order. Here's Madison Prim. Prim puts it high, just past the second base, and the second baseman, Martinez, makes the catch. Prim 0 for 2 with a pair of pop-outs. That is the first out of the bottom of the second. And it brings Ashlyn Bunn, the catcher, to the dish. She singled and was left on base at third in the first. That one's high. Strike called. The 2-1 delivery from Abby Turnpaw. Hits the outer part. And another full count. Turnpaw, the freshman who only pitched 3 1/3 innings this past season with the Jaspers, gets Chase and her second strikeout in the second out in the bottom of the second, as that brings up Mia Richards, the left fielder. Bun reduced to 1-2 in the early goings of this game. That ball cued foul. Richards takes low, runner goes to third. They both are safe, stealing second and third. The courtesy runner peak now at third with Smith at second, as it's ball 2. This ball fisted into the glove of the diving shortstop Tidbell. That ends the inning, but the Circus take a 3-1 lead. 3 runs here in the second thanks to 2 hits and 3 walks. 2 runners left on. We're through 2. Circus in front. Presley Downing returns to the circle for the Sarasota Circus, who now lead it by 2 runs with 8, 9, 10 due up, beginning with Tegan Riley, the team's third baseman. First pitch belted up the gut, base hit. Riley gets on board to start the inning. That brings up Izzy Henderson, the first baseman. Good swing by the Lynn University Fighting Knight. Henderson, the rising freshman, committed to Walters State. She fouls a pitch off. Now it's the 1-strike delivery. And Henderson takes a cut. One, two. Downey's pitch hits the outer part. 4th strikeout so far for the Circus starter. Leaves Henderson looking. That ball is outside. Marissa Martinez, the starting second baseman. Seen her play a good amount of shortstop this summer as well. Strike 1 to her. Saw her play a good amount of shortstop this season for St. Leo, the Division II national champs. Group who went 54-3 with 1 tie. Only lost 1 of their 30 games against Sunshine State Conference opponents. She was a starter for that team, at least in 40 of the 58 games they played, where she hit .308, 25 runs batted in. Three one from Downing. Great movement on that pitch. Marissa Martinez, she watches it. Tegan Riley, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the top of the 3rd. And Martinez extends and gets a piece. Payoff. Martinez, another pitch that she fights back. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the 10-hole hitter for the Manatee Skeeters. Martinez strikes this one out to center, and it's caught on a frozen rope by Smith. Great contact, but a liner into Smith's glove. Barely had to readjust. And that brings up Lila Tidball, the starting shortstop for the second time today. Struck out swinging in the top of the first to begin the game. She made a terrific play, ranging towards her right, diving, and making a catch in the bottom of the second inning to end that frame. Good athlete for Florida Southern. This ball bounced into the glove of the shortstop. Barely had to flip it to Davis. Great stop by Noel to end the inning. Skeeters get a leadoff base runner in the form of a Tegan Riley hit. Failed to bring her home. It is 3-1 Circus through 2.5. Bottom of the third, a 2-run game. Three to 1 our score in the bottom of the third, as that ball is fouled away. Sorry for the technical difficulty there. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes with a 3-1 game with the Circus in the lead. 1 run in the first for the Skeeters off a solo shot by KB Bradshaw, with 3 runs coming in the second off of 3 straight wild pitches with the bases loaded that scored 3 runs. It's Britt Davis, the leadoff batter, facing Abby Turnpaw, looking to settle in after that previous inning. This ball, well tagged to left center, and that is gone. Leadoff bomb by Britt Davis. It's 4-1. Davis over the fence. Massive swing that time. Davis with her second home run of the summer. As the first pitch is a ball to Presley Downing, the starting pitcher. She has been pretty good in the circle, minus that home run that she gave up. Just 2 total hits allowed. Has struck out 5. Three 0. Get me over strike on the outer part. Three 1. This ball to the other direction, and it falls in right for a hit. That ball gets down, and Downing is on. 1 for 2 for the starting pitcher at the plate. As that brings up J.C. Hamilton, the right fielder. She doubled to lead off the second. Courtesy runner for the pitcher. It is Kinsley Peak again. She has kind of been their go-to courtesy runner. She will come in later in the game offensively, full-time as a hitter. Hamilton awaits. First pitch swinging. A pop-up that gets past the shortstop who was trying to track it. Could not make the play. 2 on. Hamilton now 2 for 2. That brings Ella Carter up. She walked and scored in the second. Carter swings in foul territory. It's not playable for the ranging left side of that infield. Four to 1 Circus in the bottom of the third following the home run off the bat of Britt Davis to start the inning. Carter, who walked and scored. Ropes one down the left field line, and the bases are loaded for the second straight inning. Second straight frame where the first 5 have reached. Peak at third, Hamilton at second. Carter at first with Avery Noel to the plate with the bases crammed. Turn pause pitch. This one down the left field line on the foul side. It's a foul ball. Noel, the middle infielder from Liberty. That ball flashes outside. Strike called. Two and two. Avery out of Ridgely, West Virginia. Swings and powers one into left center, falls for a hit. Peak is in. The bases stay full as Hamilton stopped at third base. They go station to station with Avery Noel's second hit, and she picks up her first RBI as it's 5-1 Circus. Emmy Cardenas. Takes ball one. Here comes the 2-1. That one fouled. No outs yet in the bottom of the third inning. First 5 batters have reached. Started with a leadoff shot by Britt Davis over the left field fence. Presley Downing singled. Hamilton singled. Carter singled. And Noel singled. They've gone station to station since that home run. Abby Turnpaw searching for the first out. Doesn't get it there. It's ball 3. Turnpaw, she walked 3 in the second. Grounder to the third baseman. They go home with it, get the force out. That's all they'll get, but it's a fielder's choice for Cardenas for the first out. Hamilton out 5-2 at the plate with Carter to third, Noel to second. Another courtesy runner for the Circus. As this ball down the left field line, but just curling foul. It's a strike one. Here's Sheena Smith. There's a 1-1 count. Can't tell who the courtesy runner is at first. It is what a lot of these teams do with their two-way players when they get on. As this ball blistered up the middle for another hit. Long throw by the center fielder, but 2-run score. It is now 7-1. That scores Carter and Noel. As the courtesy runner at third with Smith at second. Now the head coach, Morgan Costler, will come out and talk with her pitcher, who has not had it so far today. So still 2 in scoring position for the Circus in the bottom of the third with just 1 out for We're back to the top of the Circus order for the third time. It is Madison Prim. Turnpaw has had success with her, but she's a dangerous bat in the transfer portal. From Lenore Ryan, trying to explore all options, perhaps go to the D1 level. And she takes a strike. A 1. Prim catapults one to left, and it's off the top of the fence. Comes back in. The two runners score off the big swing by Madison Prim. It was off the top of the fence. It's now 9-1. Very close to being the second home run of the inning for the Circus. Extra bases regardless. Here's Ashlyn Bunn. She hits one off the end of her bat foul. Fly ball down the left field line. Bradshaw makes the catch. Bunn now 1 for 3 as Mia Richards, the 10th batter of the third inning. She watches strike 1. It's strike 2. Turnpaw hoping to escape this third inning that has been worse than the previous second where she allowed 3. Fly ball down the first base line, and it's a catch on the run made by Tomolsky. Circus bring 10 to the plate in the third. They score 6 thanks to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. No errors. They leave one on. It is 9-1 through 3.
9-1.
Top of the fourth, the Skeeters trail the Circus 9-1. Swing. Leadoff batter is Olivia Artanis, the DP, grounded to the shortstop in the first. Ground ball, partially hit to third. Prim gets it over 5-3. So here is KB Bradshaw, who has scored the only run today for the Skeeters. Home run demolished over the left field fence. Her first of the summer. Bradshaw pops it behind. The Circus starter Presley Downing, who has allowed just 2 hits today. A freshman pitcher from Oklahoma State. Cowgirls had a good season, went 41-17, 16-8 in conference play. Lost in the Big 12 tournament semifinals to Arizona State, the Sun Devils, who won the conference tournament. They hosted a regional, beat Eastern Illinois and Stanford twice. Oklahoma State then was sent to Lincoln, where they lost 2 games to Nebraska in the Supers. 6th Super Regional appearance in the last 7 seasons for Oklahoma State. As this ball above the second baseman, but it's the shortstop who runs into her. Noelle bumps Davis. She holds on. There are 2 outs. So it's 2 gone for Julia Tamolsky, the right fielder. Popped out to second, her only time up, as that ball's back and foul. Strike 2. Foul ball. The umpire. It's out of balls. 1-2 pitch to the cleanup hitter. Tarmolsky freezes, takes it just high. From Elon University in Elon, North Carolina. Not too far outside of Greensboro. Has a full count now. Three, 2 comes in. Hard hit ground ball to left field. A base hit. Third hit today by the Skeeters. And they have a 2-out base runner. Here's Paige Bashati, the extra hitter, struck out swinging her only time up. That came in the second. Downing fires home. Runner goes. Nope, she retreats. After a close one is ball 1. Two nothing the count. Two-ball pitch. Swing and a miss. Strong swipe by Paige, but it's a strike. Nine to 1 our score in the top of the fourth. That's outside. Back pick attempt at first base. She's in safe. Downing delivers a strike. Another full count for a Skeeters batter. Manatee has not had multiple base runners on at the same time today. Payoff. Well, there's the first. It's ball 4, the first walk by Presley Downing. Some offense brewing for the Skeeters in the top of the fourth. It brings up Sydney Totarski, the center fielder, who popped up to the first baseman her other time up. Downing rifles a strike on the inside half. Another towering pop-up. And the shortstop calls off the third baseman, Noel, with the squeeze to retire the side. Skeeters get 2 on base thanks to a hit and a walk, both with 2 outs. They're scoreless in the fourth. We're through 3.5, 9 to 1. Circus. First pitch in the bottom of the fourth, swung after strike one. Britt Davis back at the plate. In a 9-1 ball game, she hit the leadoff home run in the previous inning, where the Circus batted 10. So she's back up. New pitcher is Liliana Acosta, who gives that ball one. Final line for Turnpaw, who is in line for the loss. 3 innings, 10 hits, 9 runs, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Britt Davis thought it was ball 4. Some changes in the field for the Skeeters made by Coach Morgan Kostler. Now playing second is Artanis. Weinbarger moves to first base. Bashati, she is catching. And it's ball 4. The leadoff is walked in the bottom of the fourth. Davis, not a bad day in the office so far. 1 for 2 with a home run, walk, and a strikeout. So here is Presley Downing, who has been reliable in the circle, pitching 4 one-run innings so far. And at the plate, grounded to second in the first, but then singled and scored in the third. She chops this, a awkward backhand play made by the third baseman. Riley got it over to Weinbarger in time, and it's an out and a runner that advances. Here's J.C. Hamilton, 2 for 2 at the dish with a double and a run. The run rule is 8 runs after 5 and the game is over. The run rule currently in effect, so the Skeeters will have to score in the top half of the 5th as that ball high into left center, caught on the run by Bradshaw. Runner will not advance. It's a second out. So the difference is 8 right now. Circus could extend that with Ella Carter, who now comes up with the runner in scoring position, and Carter has been a dangerous bat this summer. Often scored in the second, singled and scored in the third. Currently in the portal after 3 seasons. And she rolls this up the middle. Davis stops at third base. Runners on the corners after the second hit by Carter. I will say the Skeeters have done a great job today getting the ball back from the outfield. The Circus have been forced to play it safe on the bases. It's Avery Noel, the shortstop. The first one is outside to her. Noel, also 2 for 2. She has scored 2 bases, or two runs. Brought home a run off her bat and stole a base. As this ball fisted to the second baseman, calls it off. Artanis makes the squeeze to retire the side. Circus get 2 on thanks to 1 hit and a walk. Fail to bring either home. It's 9-1 as we go to the 5th. Top of the fifth, 8-run lead for the Circus. A new pitcher in for Sarasota. It is Allison Wisniewski out of Tiffin University. Facing off against 7-8-9. It is Emma George, the leadoff batter. Presley Downing had a great start. 4 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, walked just 1, and struck out 4. Really, the only mistake she made was leaving one over the plate for KB Bradshaw, and she left the yard. 2-0 pitch. The count to the leadoff hitter, George. Get me over strike 1. Strike 2. George, only her second plate appearance, she struck out looking in the second. And this ball flied to right. Coming in is Peak. She makes the catch. Skeeters down to their final 2 outs if they can't score a run. It is Tegan Riley. The first pitch is a ball. On deck is Annalisa Weinbarger, who will make her first plate appearance, coming in instead of Izzy Henderson. The 1-0 pitch. Ball 2. Wisniewski. This ball floated high to right center. The center fielder, Totarski, comes over, and it's 2 gone. The Circus 1 out away from their first win. Weinbarger comes up, formerly of Coastal Carolina, recently of Winthrop. She swings after the first pitch and lines it straight to the third baseman's glove. Wisniewski, a 1-2-3 fifth, and the Circus has their first win of the season. 9-1 ball game. Circus run rule the Skeeters in 5. The winning pitcher, Presley Downing, a brilliant performance. She went 4 innings with 3 hits, 1 run, walked 1, and struck out 4. The losing pitcher is Abby Turnpaw for the Skeeters. 3 innings, 10 hits, 10 runs, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Big time swings by Madison Prim, a double that scored 2 in the third, a leadoff bomb by Britt Davis for the Circus in the third. There's that third inning where they scored 3, and the fourth where they scored 6. Sarasota now 1-6. Manatee now 1-6 as well. With that, that'll do it from our coverage of Florida Gulf Coast League softball here on Field 1. I'm Lance Williams, saying so long.